Thursday, 9 a.m. I was sitting at my desk reading my favorite section of the newspaper, the obituaries. I noticed that an old school buddy had died. Damn, he owed me $10. So far the day had been fairly uneventful, but there was still plenty of time for that to all change. At that very moment, a beautiful blonde walked into my office. She was obviously distressed.
What can I do for you, little missy?
My name is Vivian Fox. I'm awfully sorry to bother you, sir, but I seem to have found myself in a little bit of a pickle. You see, this morning when I woke up, I noticed the strangest thing. I got out of bed and went down into the dining room. It was here I saw something so horrifying, so ghastly.
Yes, ma'am. Please, continue.
The milk. It was just sitting there on the table. God knows how long it had been left out for.
Milk, you say? Was it okay?
No, Detective. It had a terrible smell coming from it. I'm no expert, but I know enough to know that that is not a good sign.
Who was staying at the house that night, Mrs. Fox?
Well, just me. Oh, and my husband, Max, of course.
This husband of yours. Had he been acting funny the last couple of days?
Well, if he had, I certainly hadn't noticed.
And there was no one else at the house that night?
No, Detective. So will you help me?
Well, I will help you, Mrs. Fox, but I must warn you. This isn't going to be easy. It is going to take a lot of time to uncover this mystery. But I will do my best.
Thank you, Detective Powers.
Thursday, 11 a.m. Vivian had come and gone. My mind was starting to race. This case wasn't going to be easy. It was going to take a lot of time and thought to solve this mystery. I took another sip of my drink. Ah, that's better. Nothing like a drink to calm me before the long investigation which lies in front. Just then Mr. Steins, my trusty assistant, walked in. He was carrying a big sealed envelope of some sort.
What can I do for you, Mr. Steins?
After Vivian's visit, I thought I'd take it upon myself to take some photographical evidence of the crime scene.
That's good thinking, boy. Anything unusual?
Looks like a standard crime scene to me. Looking at the evidence, I'd say the husband is the only possible culprit to commit these heinous crimes.
That's interesting.
What is it, Detective?
See, look here, at the table. Next to the milk bottle, there's a ring stain, but no glass. Why would somebody put away a glass, but not the milk? I think it's time we paid Mr. Fox a little visit, right away.
Thursday, 12:30 p.m. We arrived at the house of Mr. and Mrs. Fox. It was here that we were hoping to find some answers. I knocked on the door. No answer. It was then that I noticed that the door was unlocked. We let ourselves in. We walked into the room that had started this whole drama, the dining room. The milk was still sitting there on the table, accompanied by that ring stain that had been haunting me. Just then Mr. Fox walked into the room. He was working on a crossword as he entered.
Mr. Fox, may we ask you a few questions?
Who are you, and how the hell did you get into my house?
I'm Detective Powers, and this is Mr. Steins. We're here to ask you a few questions regarding the bad milk. Where were you on the night of the 11th of July, 1947?
Me? I was here. I came home after a long day at work.
You were here, were you? Do you remember making a little visit to the kitchen and the dining room?
The kitchen? No. I went to the dining room to have dinner.
What time was this?
7 p.m.
What did you do after that? Any time after that?
No!
And what did you do for the rest of the evening?
I went to the lounge room. I listened to the Bubsy Malloy show. I listened to it every night. I never miss it.